they say that fewer and fewer people are having children, and I applaud this. We have way too many people on this planet anyway, so who cares? In fact, I watched, what is that, Children of Men or whatever, and everybody said, oh, it's the saddest movie ever. Dude, that doesn't bother me if humanity ends. I think we've had a pretty good run. We've pretty much fucked everything up anyway, so I think we're good. I think we're good without more little babies around. But I will say one thing. If you're not going to have kids, again, I applaud you for that. Please do get a dog, but I want you to understand that dogs are not free and they're not cheap. So we spend, I don't know how much we spend on food a month. Probably, I have 5 dogs. I've got all big dogs. I've got a Pyrenees who's almost 100 pounds. And then the next one is like 90 pounds. And then 85 pounds, 60 pounds maybe, and then 55. So we've got a lot of mouths there. And we buy the best food that we can. So I buy a Canna, which, they sold to another company, so I don't think they're as high quality as they were. We don't use that much kibble, but we buy that. And then Honest Kitchen, that's a really good brand. And then I've talked about treats before, bully sticks and stuff like that. And we buy Waruva's Well Belly. Sometimes we buy chicken, cut it up. Yeah, so I would say I probably spend $400 to $500 a month, maybe on dog food. Maybe I'm being conservative here. And then I'm here at the vet. I'm going to pick up their Simparica Trio. Please use preventative. This year is terrible for ticks. I've already seen mosquitoes. I'm so sick of it already. But anyway, you have to use a preventative so they don't, get heartworm, because that is devastating. And it's very expensive to treat, and it is also life-threatening. So for 4 of the dogs, well, actually, okay, so I'm getting a box of 6 months, a box for 6 months for the bigger dog, and then a box of 6 months for the smaller dogs, and it's $400 something. And that's, in fact, for the big dog, it'll be 6 months. For the other guys, what is it? It'll last a month. I think it's like $200 a box. Dude, I know. It's insane. But anyway, there's peace of mind. They like to be outside with me, and I'm always outside. And then there are the emergencies that you have to take into consideration. And when I first got my bully mix, that little idiot bit my asthma inhaler, and he ended up going to urgent care. Keep your inhalers away from your dogs, by the way, because I think it has a enticing smell, I read somewhere. He ended up doing overnight at urgent care. I think he was 2,000 something. Well, the other day, last week, one of my dogs was throwing up, and it ended up she was throwing up blood. Freaked me out. We rushed her to urgent care. She was overnight. $3,000. I don't have pet insurance. I can't afford pet insurance for 5 dogs. So those 2 clowns have cost me almost $6,000 just in emergency. So don't think that dogs are free, but they're still cheaper than children. They're still better than children. 100%, 1,000% better than children. They will love you. They'll never do drugs. They'll never commit crimes. They won't have shitty friends. They won't they do sass back. My dogs do sass back. And they're very demanding. And they're very bossy. But hey, they're my dogs. They take after me. Take after their mom. What can I say? But I'm just warning you. I often hear people say, oh, I'm going to get a dog, blah, blah, blah. They cost a lot of money, and you should feed them good food, and you should get them preventative, and you should take them to the vet. I didn't even factor in the cost of going to the vet. But if you feed them good food, you won't have to take them to the vet very often. We very rarely take our dogs to the vet. I don't know why one of the dogs had pancreatitis. I don't know what her deal was. I don't know why she was having that problem. In fact, the vet said, we have no idea what happened. So she's back to normal. $3,000 later, she's back to normal. All right. Have a good day.